Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my stream. And I'm just looking around at everything to make sure the little sound bar's going up and down and you can see me in my bright luminous shirt. Thank you, Ian, for that. I've got this on tonight as promised, and I am on the rum tonight. So cheers. This is Ian, this is your rum because I've run out of Mark Smith's rum. And if you don't realise what's going on tonight, we're going to be doing the X-wing build, but we're going to be doing all the stuff that I said in the last live stream I'm not going to be doing on camera or live because it's just going to be so hard and I'm going to make a pig's ear of it. So if you've come by to watch a complete car crash of how not to do a Deagostini X-wing build, tonight's the night. Because I've laid it out as best I can to try and help me, but you know this is going to go completely wrong. But how the devil is everybody? We did the Eddie Stobart trial today. I wasn't intending on doing that, but one of my viewers, Neil Collins, obviously sent me that Eddie Stobart. I believe Mark Smith sent me two as well, so I'm going to have two spare that I'll probably send out as a giveaway soon or something. But it becomes very apparent that unless you're not in the UK, no one knows who Eddie Stobart is. So I can't really see that being a thing that I think Hachette's going to go with. If they're going to go with anything, I think definitely the Hogwarts Express. But as someone else mentioned, you don't know if it's a paid promotion on that or if it's something that Eddie Stobart want to push. Who knows? Who knows who's provided the money? Hello, everybody. How much was I paid to wear that, Michael? Well, I'm wearing it now. I can't wear it in the summer because all the insects are attached to it, and the bees think I'm some sort of flower, some rare flower. But who knows? Hi Wayne, when are you going to do pack 6 of the Terminator? Thank you. That's out early next week, Gunny121. That should be Monday or Tuesday next week. I'm hoping we'll have the Super Snake at the end of the week. And tomorrow we've got the Shelby Cobra, which is going to be good. I've actually done the Shelby Cobra. It's hiding behind the Bismarck there, but God, the detail is amazing. You're going to love it. See, Eddie Stobart. No one knows who Eddie Stobart is. God, it's like one of the, well, it's probably the biggest hauliger in the UK. They're known for having their Brandon, I'll tell you what, the Rams, what a comeback, hey, on Sunday. And I really thought we were going to do it, but you know, all fair play to Buffalo. They were the better team that day, but God, it was a good game. That was a cracking game. But yeah, I can't be having any more of that. Hello, Sparvent over on Twitch. How's it going? We've got a couple of giveaways still going on at the moment. Now, Ian's giveaway ends, I believe, at 6 PM on October the 1st. And let's try and find that one. This is for the wall plaque here. And I've created a little URL there. So go to bit.ly/partwork upgrades comp. And all the information on Ian's YouTube video there will be how you can enter that, win that plaque there. And then we've got the model designs ones. This is going to end on the live stream in 2 days' time. You've only got 2 days to enter this. We're going to be drawing this in 2 days' time where you can win that whole paint rack and all the paints. Now, as I mentioned before, if you do win and you happen to be in a country which don't accept lacquers through the post, Model Designs will get in touch with you and see if they can substitute that for another rack or something. So that's out of their hands. But there is terms and conditions there which you need to check when you follow that link. But those two giveaways are ending shortly, so I thought I'll tell you about them. What else has been going on? I've had one of those weeks this week. Nothing's going right this week, and come Tuesday, everything's becoming laughable because things just keep going wrong. So, but break from it tomorrow. I said I've already done tomorrow's video, which is the Cobra, and I will put a link up that probably early in the morning as soon as I get up. So when you wake up in the UK, it'll be waiting for you, and before you go to bed in the US, it'll be waiting for you too. But I'm on my way to Fakenham tomorrow to pick up my nephew. I'm also was going to be dropping in on Matthew Bean, who's got Beanie's Hobbies. Apparently, I don't know if he's going to be there or not, but I'm going there anyway, just to deliver some stuff for him. And then I'm picking up my nephew because my nephew, very proud uncle I am, has managed to get into Cambridge University. So I'm taking him to Cambridge University on Thursday. So I'm hoping I'll have time to do something on Thursday morning before I leave. He's got to be there at 2 o'clock because of this COVID and pandemic. I've got to get there at certain times, so I'll be dropping him off at 2 o'clock on Thursday, and then Friday I pick up the kiddies from Essex. So it's a busy week, a very busy week. Oh, I just googled Eddie Stobart. Dude is old and still kicking. It's not the person anymore, Eric. It's the actual haulage company. When you're on the road here, all you see is Eddie Stobart lorries, and people keep turning around because on the front of the lorry you've got like 2 girls' names. Used to be one. We're doing Twiggy on this old one. But yeah, 2 girls' names on there. I think they did one for Lee Rigby as well when he got murdered in London. I think he was the only male one. I'm not sure. Not sure. Steve Carrick, for the Terminator for Magora, are you doing the fixes to stop the leg wobble? I'm getting mine. Yes, I am, Stephen. Definitely. I did mention that to Ian, but I'm going to probably do the Agora build as it is, and then I'm going to show you how the leg fixes work individually, so you can see like a before and after, and I'll link to that as well. But that's always on the Partworks upgrade. As a matter of fact, I wanted to give a shout out to all my Patreons. And I'm going to put the Patreon card up there. Thank you to everyone who is supporting the channel. We're almost on 180 Patreons now. We're on something like 177. And all the links down there for Partwork upgrades is on there. We got Vince. Vince provided the caricature artwork there. You can check out Vince's site, and he's artist for hire. We've got Model Mods on there. Mike Lane, the impeccable Mike Lane. And we've got Assured. Where's my... we got Assured Creative Media on there as well. Who provide graphics and stuff, but all of those websites will link you to everyone that supports the channel, and obviously thank you to every single one of you. I'm sure that I was going to read out everybody's name, and I'm probably going to do that at Christmas actually, and give you a cheers for everyone. It'll be 100, and if we can get to 180, it'll be 180 cheers, and I'll take a swig of whatever I'm drinking for each person. How's that? So by the time we get down to World of Mike, yeah. COVID, yeah, COVID's using an excuse now, aren't you? I'm finding that, Howard. I think everyone's just getting tired of it now. It's been going on for so long, and it just seems like we're getting nowhere at the moment. So, Lego Super Mario Maker, I did get that fossil. That's absolutely brilliant. I really did like that. But I think, right, we've lost the camera, just so you know. So we haven't got the side camera anymore. We've just got this overhead camera here. So what I'm going to do, let me think about this. I'm going to, I'm going to add the chat to that camera. So bear with me. So if I click on paste, I should have had this ready really. And now, there we go. We've got the chat in this camera as well. Because I can't switch between the cameras, you've got a choice of either this one or this one here, where you can see me, you can't see the chat, and you can see the board as well. Actually, well, that one's not too bad, actually. You can see me, and you can see all the struggles I'm getting up to. Now I can turn back. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it on that camera. I'll leave it on that one. That sounds better. Hello, Christian from Grantham. I did mention that before the stream started. I've sent that thing out to you that you wanted, Christian, so you should be getting that either tomorrow or the next day. I think what we're going to do, I'm planning to do 46, 47 and 48 of the X-Wing. I'll be shocked if I can get through issue 46 because... no, let's change this camera back while I'm at it. I'm shocked if we get through issue 46 because it's the pipes and I struggle with this. So 2 of them I failed on. This is number 3. So I've got my Tamiya extra fine cement to help me out, but this one is the quick drying one, which I'm definitely going to need on these pipes because once I put them all in and you push it into the actual recess where it goes in the engine, all the pipes fall off, and I don't want that to happen today. So we'll see how that goes. So without further ado, let's get cracking. I love saying that. Okay. Oh, hello. My chat's gone. Okay. Let me go back. Look, what's going on here? Right. Okay. Bear with me a second. I've got to log in again. You know, this was all working a second ago. Why has it suddenly decided to stop working? This way, when I'm doing the build, I don't have to keep looking over my shoulder. So stand by, just logging in, where everyone can figure out what my password is. Can you see that? No, you can't. Thank God for that. Okay, we're going to try that again, shall we? The Apollo module Grove 667 heard nothing about it. And hello, Graham Loki. Dash Riptide, except in Boca Chica, Texas, they got the excuse of being late at times because they get stuck behind a starship going down Highway 4 for spaceship shipyard to launch site. Oh, okay, let's get on with this. Yeah, stand by. Nothing's working tonight. Why isn't anything working tonight? Okay, I might have to, loading. I want chat to be on this screen here. So, just waiting patiently. If you go to Model Space, they've been having website issues last. They have. I tried to get on it today. It's not letting me onto the chat site here. Oh god, it's got one of those things where I've got to try and find all the traffic lights and mountains. I'm never good at that. Loading. I don't think this chat's going to log on, so I'm going to have to keep logging over here to get the chat. It was working at the start of the stream. See what I mean about car crash stream tonight? Okay, let's get on with it. It's not working. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to be piecing these two sections together. This is an easy bit. And these lugs here are just going to go together like that. I'm going to take my time on this because you know it's going to go slow. There we go. Then we've got this little tiny piece here. Definitely going to need my tweezers to get this little piece out here. Look at that. Tiny. We need this to be at a 90-degree angle there. So we'll put this bit in. And this is going to go into the hole right there. Push that in. Looking like that. Then we're going to be putting these manifolds in. One. And whoops. Number two. Try and put these in the right ways. Where I have big problems with these. Right, I believe. Whoops. That one's going in there. I believe that looks about right. So we put that in the hole at the top. These ones don't come out. I'm not too worried about these. And then push these in the holes here. Excellent. That's one manifold in that side. Let's do the other side. Dun, 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 dun. I can't believe the that chat camera's not working. That was the first thing I did when I logged on tonight. Okay, I want to make sure this is pushed in all the way. Excellent. Now these pipes don't come out, so I don't need to glue them. They're looking pretty cool. Okay, next thing we're going to do, turn the page over. We're going to put these flat units in. Now they don't actually tell you this in the instructions. I found this out the hard way on the first one. These aren't the same. They look the same, as you can see. But on the other side, one looks like that. See that there? And the other one's got a little lug right in the middle there. That dictates where it's going on these flat sections here. You see, like that one's got nothing. That one's got the little hole for the lug. So we know that this one's going to go in this way. And again, just like this build, everything's pushing. One in. And you see, look, that pipe's falling out now. Oh, God, I'm getting stressed. And the other one. So the gap is going to be towards the bottom. I'll put the other one in. Like that. Check I haven't knocked anything out. Looking good. There we go. That's looking just like that. Okay. Right, the hard bit. Okay. God, I'm not looking forward to this at all. Right, I'm just gonna. What side do we start on? Let's have a look. Let's start on this side here. I just want to make sure I've got the right ones to go in there. I believe they're these ones. That looks about right. Yep. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to put these in one of the holes at the top here. And then when we've got that in, we need to push it into this hole just down the bottom there. So, I'm going to need my glasses for this. And I think last time I did it with my... I think I did it with my eyes. Without using... I'm just looking at that. I'm not happy with that. That doesn't look right. No, try again. I think this is the wrong ones for this one. Have another look. Yeah, I think that's the wrong ones. Let's try this one. Right, this looks better. Oh, if you haven't done this, this is a pain. This is why I said it's car crash. Car crash TV. Oh, that's a lot better. So that looks like that when it's in. So I'm going to repeat that with the other three, and then I'm going to put a little bit of Tamiya cement on there to hold that into place because that happens. Oh, pain in the ass. Yep, the swearing started. It's fallen out again. This has got to be the most stupidest thing to do. Second one. If anyone knows any, the first time I did this, I tried to super glue them in, and that went really bad as well. So, oh, number two's in. Excellent. Let's do number 3. Dear. Oh dear. Some of these haven't got a good pin in them either. Right, there we go. Get in there. That's number 3. Last one. I'll make sure this looks like the picture. Yes, it does. So that's good. And number 4 is going in now. Number 3 wants to fall out. And number 4. I'm making sure they look straight, which they do. But when they're in, they look just like that. How fiddly is that? Can you see that? So now, take my glasses off. I'm going to drop some Tamiya cement just in the recesses of all of these parts here. Because I don't want these coming out. You just know that they will. Wow, this is quite a strong smell. Woo! Oh, this is why I wish I had a ventilator in here now. There we go. Well, I'll let that dry for a second and then we'll do the other side. What's everyone have to say? Lego Super Mario Maker. Hope Iron Man comes out and Spitfire finishes. The last thing I heard Lego Super Mario Maker was it's meant to be out in September. God knows where that is. If you start at the top to bottom, it tends to be a little easier. I tried it on the other side, Brian. Thank you for that. The Iron Man is out in France at the moment. I think they're up to something like 27 or something. Is that what we're talking about? Or the Dodge Charger? With the shirt and the goggles, you look like a minion. Very good, Michael. Patience is the word. The problem is, hello, Jim. How's it going? We're not going to be talking about the Buffalo Bills tonight, Jim. That was one of these subjects that we just don't talk about tonight. Right, let's try it from the top down then. See how that goes. I don't want to knock out any of the other ones, you see. So, okay. I need my glasses on. I'm getting so old I can't see these properly, but here we go. I hate these pipes. This is out of all this whole build at the moment. We've had to do this 3 times now and it drives me blinking crazy. Might have to... Right, that's 1 in. Comes number 2. I don't know if you can see this if my big bonce is in the way. But I'll tell you what, the rum's not making this easy. I think that I need to oh, that's number 2 in. Excellent. Whew. Right, number 3. Let's try from the bottom into the top one. No, that's not working for me. I'm going to use my tweezers, see if that can help. This is so hard. Where's my tweezers gone? Right in front of me. Right. No. I think I preferred it the other way. I have to say, doing it from the... I'll try again. I put that in there. That's in there now. And if I sort of like hold it. Oh my God. This is what you don't see in my videos, you see. Get the top one in, no problems. But, I just don't want to go in. How is everyone? I'm getting mad now. That one's just pinged off. I'm going to get this one in. Over there. Get over there. Right, that one's in now. Now the one that's just pinged off. I've had a rum. That's my my excuse. Hands are a little bit sweaty as well, but let's try and get this one in. If anyone's planning on doing this build, it's probably the hardest thing you're going to have to do. Oh, cool. We've got 3 in. And we get the last one in. Without touching the ones on the other side, remember? Oh, almost. Almost. Try again. Aha, we're in. Excellent. Right, I'm just going to make sure they're all seated correctly. They are. So once again, I'm going to hold them in. Just some Tamiya. Then I'll go back to chat. 2, 3. This extra quick drying, I don't quite know how long it takes to dry, but they didn't move out that last lot there, so a good sign. There we go. Wow, that's fresh. You know what, the you won't believe this, the where am I, the my Elgato can over here has fouled as well, so perhaps I've just got an internet dead zone there or something. Look at that. It looks good, but it's so fiddly just putting those little ones in. Jesus, put it in now. Wayne, neck the rum and blame it on that. I probably will do. Wayne, get Phoebe to do it. She'll do a better job. Mrs. World of Wayne's telling you how sad I was in the car. There were some choice words in the car, Jim, I tell you. I gave up in the car, actually. You can't go like 28-3 down and expect to win. Wayne swears. No, never. I don't normally swear. There's reverb on my mic. I don't know why that is. Not dropped any frames at the moment, but I mean, technology's failing tonight, so just blame the rum. Okay, right, so we've done that. What's next? Let's have a look. Oh, we've got a little one to put in, which looks just like that. This is that. Oh, you can't see that, so can't believe I've got to do it by hand. Back to that other cam. This handle section is just going to go into the 2 holes that we've got here. Now, this is a pushing thing. This doesn't come out. I'm not going to put any glue in there. Push that home. There we go. So that's that one in. Now what? Now we've got these 2 little things. We've got a straight one and one with a bent section on. So we're going to be doing the bent one first. No, we're going to do, figure this out. Right. Oh. Well, one of these it wants me to put in is actually got to go underneath this pipe here. How's that going to work? Right. Okay. Put that in and then we'll see where we go. Can't see me getting it in this pipe. Got one side in. Oh, there we go. That's that pipe in there. And we've got one to go underneath it. These pipes aren't too bad either. I don't think these pipes come out. But you know what? I'm not taking that risk on this one. This is going to be the first one that I've had which doesn't fall out. So, in those points there. Yeah, if you didn't know, let me go back to this camera. If you didn't know, you've probably heard it on the other ones. Even though we're doing all this, you only see that. Everything we're about to do at the moment on the other side here, you're not going to see one little iota of it. So, well, you need to get Ghostbusters to check for gremlins. Really? So what's wrong with the stream? Have I got some sort of, like, I don't know, reverb? Teach me a new phrase, Jim. Yeah, you can do that. Okay, so we can put this to one side and let all of that dry, because the next bit we're going to be working on is this section. I've got to do things manually. Right here. Look, I've got the big camera on now so you can see with the chat. Oh, I've already laid these out exactly where they go. I've got these tiny sections here to push in. I'm going to push the one in the other side and I'll show you how that looks. And what this does, when these are in, push them all the way down. This one's not all the way down. It is now. So as you can see, the holes on this are actually pointing nearer to the middle, which leaves 2 holes on top and that on the bottom there. We're going to put these little D self clamps just into the holes at the top, which, well, I can tell you now, I can't see how these are going. Oh, right, I can. This isn't happening. Right, that's the first one in. Look at this tiny detail there. As you can see, I'll put the top in there. Let's do the other side. They're a little semicircular, as I said, D shape, and if you haven't got eyesight like me, pass you by. There we go. It looks just like that. Then we're going to be putting on. Oh, hang on. I could turn the page. We're going to be putting on this little wire here down into the holes at the top. So, 1, 2. There we go. That looks like that. I can't believe that worked. Then we're going to be using this. What way round does it go? It's going to go onto the D that you can see at the back there. I'm going to push that on. Now this is where things are going to bow off into all directions, because you need to give this some force to get this on here. Just like that, without touching any of those pipes. Right, this is the bit I've been dreading. We've got to do all these pipes. There's 8 of these pipes. I've laid them out here and I always go wrong at this section. So I'm sorry if I haven't caught up with chat. I will catch up after this, but let's get through this section and then we'll come back to it and I'll have a big smile on my face, I'm sure. But okay, so first pipe we want to put in is A. A is the longest pipe. So this one, okay, let me just figure this out. Right, okay, it's going to go in the bottom hole here, and then it's going to go, oh god, where's it going after that? Going to this hole over here. Right, okay, so let's get that in first. Hates this build. I hate this with a passion. Right, this isn't in all the way, which is causing the problem. Give it another ways. There we go. Try again. Now some of these pipes, when you put them in, you have to sort of bend them to get into both holes. But that's A in, so we've done good there. Next one is B. I've already laid that out. I've got that here. B goes into the hole underneath here. I'll put it in the hole there. Nope. Let's try and put that detail in there first. Oh, did you see that? The first one pinged off. But we're going to have to put A in last because that just pinged off and went behind the desk here. I'll get that in a minute. I hate this. I hate this so much. Right, okay, B. Next one on the bottom is F. C, D, E, F. Right. I can't believe that did that. Right, okay. So, F is going into the top hole here. So from here, into Oh, you know, I know a lot of people have just like chucked this away. As I said, you don't see these. Look, the first one's just come out. Why did I decide to do this on a live stream? I don't know. Okay, that's 2 in. Number 3 pinged off to oblivion, so I've got to get that. Right, next one, G. What does G look like? It's one of the smaller ones at the end. And that's going to go into the top there, the opposite way to that one. On there. Okay, see if we can get this in. Oh. Yeah, and I'll put the top one in first. And then I'll try and get this into the point at the bottom there. Does my tweezers help me with it, out it, but nope. I hate this. I hate this with a passion. Right, what have I done? Something's gone into the wrong hole. Let me look again. These, right, okay, so this one's on top, right. Now that makes sense. The bottom one should be in that hole at the top, which it is. Just looking around, seeing how things go. Gee, that one doesn't look like G there. Take this out. Doesn't look like G. Right, okay. You're going to be seeing a grown man cry in a minute. Alright, okay. So that one's in there. But no, if that's in there, that doesn't... That's too long for the hole. Perhaps this is G. Whose clever idea was it to do this? One sort of crosses over the one underneath there. Oh. No. I got excited then for no reason. Can't get this part in. I don't know why. Aha. Right. There we go. That's in. We've got 2 in. Now we need... God, what's going on the top here? C. Just a straight piece. Which goes into the top. You're going to have to watch me go around the floor in a second. Wayne, the Spitfire book suggest is helpful. Ah, yeah, the one from Works. If in doubt, glue it. You see, I would agree with you, Alex. Although I tried that before, and I got myself in an absolute state. So I vowed I wouldn't glue it again. But I will glue it once the pieces are in. So there we go. We've got 3 in now. Oh, and exciting. Perhaps I should be putting some glue on this now, actually. We'll put this one in. See if we can get number 4 and push my luck. I'm just being very relaxed. I think it's good to actually show you this because this is the pain that we're all going through on this build when we have to build these. And I do see what people say when they try and do it that way. I do see what people say when they say they just chuck them, because you don't see any of these at all. Aha. There we go. Right, we've got 4 in. We're getting there. Okay, number 5 is we've got E at the bottom. Oh god, so I'm getting confused on what we got. I've got 2 holes here, but I've got three something's gone wrong. Hang on a second. So B is the long one, so I need the really long one. That's that one. This is for B. Da-da-da-da. When did that fall out? Because I put that in first. I'm confused. Nope. Try again. Put that in first. Then in there. I'm going to swear. There we go. You know what? I'm dropping some glue in there. I've never got to this stage before. And then I'll go to chat before I put the other two in. We're going to have to go and find the one that pinged off. This is the first I've ever had where they're all in. I think I've had a couple fall off as I put them on the drive. So I'm just going to let that set for a second. I've got 2 more pipes to put in, one to find. So let's see what people are saying. Let's just gently put that down. You may not see them, but you know they're there. Yeah, I do know they're there. That's why I'm doing it, because the OCD will just drive me crazy. Very good, Howard. World away don't help, trust me. Right, I'm just going to take my mic off. See if we can find... You're going to see my butt in the air. See if I can find the one that I've just dropped. Ugh. Yeah, I can see we're only doing one issue tonight. 47 years old. You sound like the old woman from Titanic. Look, I found it. So the advantage of working in a tidy place. I'm just going to let that set before I continue on that. A nightmare, isn't it? Absolute nightmare. What's the time? 36. I think we're just going to do issue 46 tonight, because it's just driving me crazy already, and I'm already halfway through the run, starting to learn my words. Derek Boyd, this is 100% convinced me not to build the X-wing. Yeah, I'm not doing a good job selling it, am I? Look at me sweating. That was stressful, and I haven't even finished it yet. Hello, Reese. How's it going? From Andy, or from me. Just so you know, peeps, from next week I'll have a PO box finally. So I'm going to advertise a PO box. If you want to send me anything, as long as it's not like, you know, going to kill me, then I'll put that on the channel. The other thing is, you probably saw on social media, I'm playing around with the cameras in the workshop, because I want to get a night camera in there. I'm not always going to have the light on in there. So I've streamed for 2 hours tonight. I like the position of it. It's going to go further back so you actually see more of it. I didn't realise my paint booth was going to be so big, and I put the Victory in there just to give you an idea of how big it is, because the camera doesn't really give you any scale. But it's going to be quite a good little fun thing to have, because you could be watching it and just watching a 3D printer doing nothing, or I could be in there with my coffee and my dressing gown on, who knows. But we'll have to see. A lot of people chuck them in the bin, Michael, and I understand why, but I just can't do it. I can't do it. I didn't get my issue 74, by the way, of the Terminator. I'm going to go down again today, tomorrow, and see if they've got it. I haven't. I'm waiting for my subscription. As a matter of fact, Mrs. World of Wayne was asking me about that as well. Let me just go check my Hachette subs. And I just want to see if the site's working first off. It wasn't working earlier on. Nope, it's working. My Terminator delivery. Nope. Last processed on the 21st of August. Nothing out yet. So theoretically, this should have been posted by now. So God knows. See, I'm waiting for 71, 72, 73 and 74 of the Terminator. But, there you go. Wait, I know the feeling I had to go on all fours just to look for screws. It's a horrible feeling, isn't it? That's like you sacrifice to the gods. You have to pray that you're going to find that screw or that missing sprue piece. Or X-wing did look good when advertised, but sadly I would say it's my least favourite build. It's because A, Steve, I reckon it's so repetitive, and B, it just reminds me of Lego. I don't know why, but could be worse. You're working on the old AMT Enterprise bridge kit. Nothing fits. Okay, let's continue this because we've got to get through it. Otherwise, I'm going to go nuts. Right, I'm going to keep the big cam on again. Right, I'm going to put the one that I just lost back in. Oh, crap. That was good. Right, okay. Let's try again. Right, I did find, if I can give you any tips at all, that actually putting them in the bulkhead at the back here first and then putting the piece in works a treat. Although, at the moment, it don't seem to want to do that. What's going on here then? Yeah. You know what annoys me? This piece was in okay, right? That bit's in. And wow. We had a I'll put that on afterwards. I don't know how good this quick drying Tamiya cement is. Nothing's fallen out yet, so I'm guessing it's good stuff. Right, okay, so we've done all of them on one side there. Let's see. We've done them on the top. We've just got to do two on this side here. So, oops. We've got a longer one and a shorter one. How do they go? Look at the picture. So, on this side we've got E at the bottom, then H. So H is that one, so this is E. So we want the bottom one first, E. Okay. O. Right, okay, so that's going to go in that hole there. Into that hole there. That's in. That was easier, wasn't it? And the last one. And I put this in without everything flying off. Oh. Come on. Right, here we go. One side in. One doesn't want to go in. Why doesn't it want to go in? Oh. Get it in the hole there. There we go, that's that one in. This D thing's come out here though. Push that back in, I think. Looking at it. Nope. Right, that's in. That's all in. That's in. I think we're good. I think this one could go down a bit more, but I think if I play with it, there we go. No, come out again. Wayne, why did you bloody do that? Right, okay, hang on. Everything's coming out. Oh! I hate this build. Right, you're in. Why doesn't this want to go in the hole? Da-da-da, da-da, da-da. There we go. Finally. Looking around. We're looking good. They're all in. Look at that. And I'll tell you that Tamiya cement worked really well actually. I'm just going to put some cement on that. Holy moly, I managed to do it. Right, let's just get these in. Don't want this pinging off. I think we're good. Don't need this anymore. Didn't beat me that time. Look, joy on my face. Look, they're all in. That was crazy. Right, not much left to do on this one now. What do we got to do? Right. We've got to bring over the wing. You would have chucked it across the room. Yeah, tell me about it. Your subcontract to find a wing if you want one. Yeah, I should send it to someone. That was crazy. Someone needs to come and show me. But anyway, look, we've done that. So, right, this is where they all ping off in all directions. That's the problem. So, we've got this. We need to put this in. Let me think. It's got to go in right this way. So, we've got this hole just there, which needs to go over that hole just there, without knocking anything off. I'm going to be very gentle. Line up the hole. And push it in there. Of course, it doesn't want to go in. Oh, damn it. Now you can see what pings off in all directions. I've got about 5 mil. 5 mil short. I don't think I'm going to get it from this. I'm going to try and push this down as hard as I can. Where can I get 5 mil from? That's flush up against this bulkhead here. Another look. Come on. I can't get it in. Okay. I'm thinking of levering it. What do you reckon? You reckon I should lever it? You still have got number 4 to do. Number 4 what? What are you talking about? Right, hold on. I can't think of any other way apart from levering it in. That's not working either. Okay, I'm open to ideas, people. I can't put this bit in first. I've tried that. Oh dear, oh dear. I don't remember having a problem like this last time. I can't get that bit in anymore. Any ideas? Let me have a look how far we're off. I mean, look, this is flush for that unit there, so not that. Definitely that piece there has got to go in that hole there because a screw goes through there, so that's on there now. But I know I can't get that in there because that will break that off. So it has to go in that way. I've got that all the way in as far as I can get it. Oh, wait a minute. I remember now. I've got to push this underneath that lip, haven't I? That's better. Right. There you go. Small wins. Thank you. It's in the right direction. I've done it. This is a nightmare. I'm so glad I'm on the run. Ian, thank you so much for the Kraken. If any night I've needed Kraken is tonight. That was crazy. Thank you, Andy CH. I just figured that out in the end. Tilt it, tilt it. That's good. Right, you know what? I'm going to bung a screw in there very quickly before it comes out. Let's do that now. So, put the screw just in the top here. All the pipes are still attached. That's a good sign as well. Screw that all the way down. And guess what? That is issue 46 completed. How crazy is that? But look, can you see those pipes? Look, you can't see them from that side. You can't see them from where the gear is. So you can see now why people throw them away. Look, you have to look sort of like, well, you can see them at the side here, but we've got two like shields to go in here, which completely hides them. So my question is, what's the point of that? It doesn't make any it just doesn't make any sense. You know what? I reckon we have got time to do issue 47. So issue 47's not got much to do. As you can see, it's here. I'm glad that's over with, I tell you. Oh, that was crazy. Your wife's laughing hysterically with, I can't help the innuendos. It gets worse. On Tuesday night when I was talking about the dongle, or last Thursday. And I need a bigger dongle. Okay, right, well let's do issue 47 quickly. I don't know what we've got to do, so let's have a quick look. We have got to, we're just doing some plug-in parts. This should be easy, this one. So let's get the magazine here. This is now turned into a speed build, so let's see if we can do this. Issue 47. The reason why I want to do this one is because I want to show you how all those parts are now hidden. Make sure everything's out the bag there. Okay, so first thing we need is this detail here. I'm going to try and do this as a speed build. So I need to put this section here into there. Make this tiny detail. One. That. And then this detail is going to go into this detail. Up there. Like that. And then we've got a little tiny there it is, little tiny detail there, which is like a U-shaped, which follows the shape of that archway there. We'll get that one in. I'll have this one done in about 2 minutes, I reckon. Not a lot to do in this one. Push that down, looking like that. Then this is going to be attached to the where does it go? It doesn't really give me any clues. So that's the, nope. Help me. I've got one on that side already. It must go on this side here, surely. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to move this little bit of masking tape I've got there, because this is going to go into the two holes that we can over the top there. Push that in like that. Excellent. Then this is what I'm talking about, the covers now. So this is crazy. So what we're going to do is we've got this cover here going to be going in. Oh, let's just merge, not that side, is it? It is that side. That can't be right. What have I done wrong now? I've turned too far. That's what I've done. I must have turned too far. That doesn't make any sense. Why? I haven't attached this yet. When was I meant to attach this? It hasn't asked me to attach that yet. This is going to go in here. I've missed out something, haven't I? That needs to go into there and then screwed in. When was we meant to have done that? Let me have a look at this magazine again. Ugh. Doesn't make any sense. Well, you know what? I think I will leave that now, because to attach this, I need to take that part out. What a nightmare. That must have happened in issue 45. How could I have forgot that? I don't know. Weird. Okay, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that, because this, I was wondering why I've only got one wire coming out. This should have been attached. Now this attaches underneath, but then I've got to screw it in from underneath where this is. So I think what we'll do that in post-production. Now I know how that goes in. So we can have this in. It's only held in by one screw, you see. Trail the wire through, then I can put that top on. But you're right, that top does go the other way around. Like that. See? There we go. Like that. Where's the other one go? The other one is going over the top of this. So you see those pipes that we done there? This goes on top like that, hiding all the pipes. You tell me that. You tell me how How silly that is. That doesn't make any sense, does it? But there you go. It was issue 45. How could I have not done that in issue 45? I don't know. Issue 45 was a long time ago. So I haven't got the screw anymore either. Although I do keep the screws for that, so they're in my drawer here. But, oh, what a nightmare. Yeah, a little rum fixes everything. Cheers, everybody. Ian, I won't be editing this. I want people to see the pain that I'm going through with this. I really do wish I hadn't started this build. And the problem is we've got another wing to do. This is the third wing. We've got to do 4. And I think someone told me it was issue 62 that we start to do the interesting stuff again. It's been one of those nights tonight, I think. But that's why you come to watch. I told you right from the start this was going to be a car crash, didn't I? How to build the X-wing. 1, take the parts out, throw them in the trash and order something better. I agree. But I'm just more annoyed. I mean, this bit's an easy thing to put in. I'm not really bothered about it. I'm more annoyed that I went to all that trouble, almost an hour, to get those pipes in, for them just to be hidden. It doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense. When people are talking about the details of an engine, this is something that I couldn't understand as well. How, what's the word I'm looking for? How realistic do you make the parts to go into a model engine before it actually becomes a working engine? So you've got to draw a line where this is a model and this part's not going to be operational. So this part is operational. We're going to have a little mini engine. Because some of the things that I'm seeing on the builds where people are querying that this doesn't look, you know, real or it doesn't look right. And I'm thinking, well, short of what's been done, it's you might as well just put a real one in there. Just microscopic. But when it comes to detail, you'll see it on tomorrow's Agora model Shelby Cobra when we do the air filter. The air filter's got a metal grill that goes around it, and I've got a pretty ingenious way of how to put it in there, but it's so detailed. But it's almost as hard to do as what you've just seen there. TV Gold Wayne. Well, this is why I do 1 day of building and 1 day chat. If I did 2 days of building live, then yeah, I'll be a nervous wreck. I'd need more Kraken, that's for sure. I'm sure Mrs. Welder Wayne's downstairs on the gin. Issue 85 gets interesting. You get any idea of the size? I can't wait to see the wings working. It means they could charge for 8 extra magazines during the build. I think that's what it's about. But Jim, I've asked this question before. Would you rather have a build which is stretched out, where you only get 1 or 2 pieces in some of the issues, or a shorter build where you pay more money a month? Because they've still got to get their pound of flesh for the build. But, you know, looking at some of the people that want the Ecto one now and the issues now, I'm wondering how many people would pay more to have it done over a shorter time. Which might be better for the model building companies thinking on it, because they haven't got that commitment for such a long period. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on it. Brandon McAllister, imagine putting an engine in a DeLorean, keeps driving through time and knocking one ape scale pine trees over. Well, we did have someone on my Welcome to the Cave who motorised their DeLorean. That was pretty interesting. This is why you watch and subscribe, Andy. D. Harris, company making easy money and stretching out their issues. I think that's what it's about. Definitely. But there you go. So listen, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to chill out and probably scream out the window in a second while I take this back apart and put it back together, and it will sit on my shelf there, which means we've only got really issue 48, 49 and 50 to do. 49 and 50, we're just starting the 4th wing, but we'll do that another time. But listen, thanks for joining me on this car crash tonight, and I will see you on Thursday. Remember, tomorrow morning we've got the Agora Models Shelby Cobra Pack 1, and also remember the Model Designs giveaway, which ends on Thursday. Just again, go to bit.ly/Model Designs Comp. It's for your last chance to enter that and win that paint rack. So thank you all for watching. Take care.